How's it going, everyone? Alex Mendez, more commonly known as Goldenboy here, and this is a Call of Duty Ghosts video of search and rescue on the Beyond Entertainment channel. Super excited to finally be producing some content for Beyond Entertainment. Obviously, big fans of them and all that they do. Now, for those of you who are Halo fanatics, I understand that this may not be your cup of tea, but you know what? The cool thing is that Beyond Entertainment also posts up Halo content as well. So, you know, all is not lost. In any case, let's move on and talk about the gameplay there you see. And I'm not too familiar with the map because I don't own the game myself. This is actually a gameplay that was provided to me from the guys over at BE. But you are watching Search and Rescue, which is one of the new game types that will be included in Call of Duty Ghosts and will also be in the public match selection. So Search and Destroy won't be there anymore, but Search and Rescue will be in there. And that's something I really don't agree with, but I kind of understand why they did it, because it would just be way too confusing, or so they believe, for a noob to look at it and be like, I don't understand what this is, you know. And obviously a noob to me sounds like a 70-year-old man, but I think the most important thing here is that Infinity Ward kind of believes that people will not be able to discern between the two. I mean, I also think that it stems a little bit farther than that. I think it actually kind of dives into the fact that Infinity Ward really want people to play Search and Rescue, maybe even over Search and Destroy. So S&D is still an option in public match, and I think like no Call of Duty game is right without Search and Destroy. I am mad though that they did not include Search and Destroy in public. I mean, you know, just as a fan of Call of Duty for years, it's been a staple. It's been something that all the game type shifts, everything changes, but the two things that you can always count on, I should say the three things you can always count on, is Team Deathmatch, Free-for-all, and Search and Destroy. And I kind of feel like them taking that out loses a little bit of the essence of Call of Duty. But you know what? I digress. Now, one thing, though, that really caught my interest, and something that is a little bit worrisome to me, is the map design. Now, this is something that worries me because when I had a chance to take a look at the race, which is going on right now, you know, I looked at a couple of the maps, and it seemed like there were way too many flanking spots. And again, I'm okay with flanking spots, but it seems as if the map flow is a little bit more circular than it is meant to focus on a 3-lane format, which is something that I think the how do I say it? I think like current or past Call of Duty games really emphasize, and then we started to see that peel away a little bit in Modern Warfare 3, but then they brought it right back in Black Ops 2, and now in Ghosts, it seems like they just completely abandoned it, and now it is all about like this circular map flow. You know, instead of you focusing on holding down specific lanes, you know, like running down jungle and pushing up through middle and, you know, fighting your way through the shack or the shed, you know, instead it's kind of like, all right, well, they're in a circle, so look all around you and hopefully you don't, you know, get killed from behind, which that seems to be a little worrisome to me. I don't know how I feel about the map design, obviously, and again, I have not had a chance to play it, so I can't make a solid determination for myself just yet. But what I can say is that from the early reports that I'm seeing from people who have had the game for a little while, it is worrisome. When I see top players saying that they hate the maps, that definitely you know, leaves a sour taste in my mouth, because I know that I'm not really expecting much, you know, if that makes sense. So yeah, the map design worrisome there, but I am happy that they are going to be including a esports functionality for broadcasting. I don't know how this looks, and I don't think I've seen anything out there that shows how it looks, but I am a little disappointed that they call it hashtag COD esports mode, or I don't know, that just sounds a little archaic to me. I think Codcaster worked perfectly fine. It was a name of something that would you know, keep going as Call of Duty's continue to be released, and it's something that people would begin to I guess grow on and accept. You know, the way that, you know, Call of Duty commentators were able to just easily refer to themselves as Codcasters, and people just immediately knew it. You know, like if I streamed on Twitch, I'll put professional Codcaster if I wanted to, and I think that is something you know, that kind of was lost here with the hashtag COD esports broadcaster tools. We don't know how it looks. This is all speculation at this point in time, but I've heard from a couple of people that it is not nearly as robust as the Codcaster mode. Now, the other thing here to bear in mind is that when Codcaster was first released, it really wasn't all that intuitive. It was great. Like obviously popping out the, view to bring out that smaller screen there, and then you could see the player list. But one thing that was added later on in this was actually thanks to Major League Gaming was the mini map on the bottom right. MLG used to actually have a second Xbox that would press X, it would bring up the big map. They would crop that and put it into the image on the game itself, which I thought was great. I thought that was a brilliant idea. And then I guess Vandahar and the crew looked at it and they was like, you know what, this is a smart idea. Let's go ahead and add it in. So I think that there is room for something like that to grow if it's not as robust at the start. And I do look to a lot of the tournament organizers and online streamers and whatnot to, I guess, get the best out of this. But in any case, though, I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about Call of Duty Ghosts? Are you excited for it? Are you in the hate train just because you want to be in the hate train? Or is it just, you're legitimately excited for a new season of competitive Call of Duty? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you haven't had a chance yet, like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content from the guys over at Beyond Entertainment. Once again, I want to thank them for letting me take part in this video. My name is Alex Mendez, more commonly known as Goldenboy, and I'll see you later.